Zidane Dayani, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. It's time for another live stream for Final Fantasy XIV Friday, and we are, of course, doing Zowo's Journey. We're gonna be there's gonna be a few things that we're gonna focus on today. First off, we are gonna be focusing on getting the Crystal Tower done. We are gonna do the main scenario, the main story quests, as well as Hildebrand. Oh, I am so ready for Hildebrand. But yes, for the record, I do have a lot of quests that I'm going to be going through little by little. Specifically, a lot of random quests that are mostly like dungeon related, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of those. Primarily, we are like I said, though, we are gonna focus on the doing the Alliance raid and the main story quest and Hildebrand. So yeah, I think we will start off with Hildebrand though and see how this goes, and then once we've done the yeah, I think once we've started Hildebrand, then we might do the this one, the Alliance raid. I hear you've been busy as a bee, Zowo. Seems half the whispers what come my way relate to you coming as a coming in and going. Being the active type you are, I reckon you'd be interested in investigating some clear rumors. Am I right? But before that, let me ask, ever heard of a man named Hildebrand? Have you heard of Hildebrand before? Maybe. Oi, you don't mean you to say you knew the bugger? I knew he thought himself famous, but thinking it don't make it true. Shame that he had to go and get himself killed. All that nonsense about stopping Dalamud himself. What in the seven hells was he thinking? At least it was merciful. Quick, still. Judging from the depth of the crater, he must have fallen from an unfathomable height. Gods, I only know what was going through his mind as he watched the ground. Watch the ground rush up to meet him. Amazing how well the body was preserved, though. Hells, it's amazing there was a body left to bury at all. I had reason for bringing this up. Alright. So Nashu, Hildebrand's erstwhile assistant, has since become an inspector of her own right at present. She's investigating the queer rumors I mentioned earlier. She's a sweet lass, a bit daft, but sweet nonetheless. So when I hear she's at wit's end, I want to help. Thing is, I prefer to meddle in the affairs of the living. Zombies are most definitely not my forte. So if you're willing, I'd be grateful if you lend her a hand. As for where to find her, she's like to visit Hildebrand's grave in the Lich Yard when she's frustrated. Try looking for her there first. Yep. So if you're willing, I'd be grateful to if you yeah. All right. Do I have that outfit actually? I don't think I do. Where's the outfit? I want to do the because this is here we go. Yeah. Do I have this outfit? Search for item. No, I do not. Okay. We're gonna grab the best man stuff, and because it works to for the investigation. It's not perfect, but I think that'll be the best option, and we're gonna use that as our primary outfit for this quest because why the heck not? Am I insane? Yes. We'll swap this out for the actual Hildebrand outfit once we have that. But for now, this is gonna be the best option. Bushman. Store outfit as glamour. This is the one that only goes, yeah. We'll store that as a glamour for now. And we will, as we finish, as we get more and more Black Mage stuff, we'll put the rest in there. Alright. Bap. Bap. Where is it? There it is. Best man slacks. Best man gators. Alright. And we'll do that. Save. Yep. Not perfect, but it will work. Okay. We gotta have some. We gotta have something looking nice for this. Oh, Rise and Fall of a Gentleman map. We're a detective after all. Ay. Am I insane? Yes. Hello, Nashu. Oh, if only you were still alive, Inspector. You'd know how to stop these zombies. Hmm? Ah, you there, could it be? You've come to offer your services to me. Kind of. We're gonna wake Hildebrand. Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. Ahem, my name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries. Extraordinary Inspector. At least, that's what I'm trying to be. It's not quite as easy as he made it look. Inspector Hildebrand was a great man, a real Eorzean hero. We traveled the world, me and him, solving cases and thwarting evil. No matter the mystery, you could always count on the Inspector to solve it with grace and style. But then there was the final case, the case of the century, he called it. How to stop the Red Moon from destroying the world. To save us all, he flew into the sky, and all I could do was watch. But then he came back down, and he... Echo time! This is all a joke. A big funny joke, right? Inspector, any moment now you're gonna burst out of the ground and shout, "Surprise! Had you fooled, eh?" And we'll all laugh and laugh. Hildebrand Mandeville, beloved son. They say no one remembers the Warriors of Light. Their names, their faces, all gone forever. But I remember you, Inspector. No, gentleman hero Hildebrand. I can never be the hero you were, but I'll do my best to try. I forgot how, kind of sad that it started out as. I, Nashu Inspector Extraordinary, will carry on your legacy. So I told myself, well, Nashu, there must be a leader, a head zombie who tells the rest what to do. Therefore, all we need to do is kill him. Again, that is. Unfortunately, I don't know where he is, or how to find him. But now that you're here, my faithful assistant, you can try the good idea I've come up with so far. If you go to where the dapper zombies were last seen, in southern Thailand, you might find them. And then you could become their friend and ask to meet their leader. Yes, that's sure to work. Oh, Nashu. Oh. Wait, what is that? What level is that? That's 47. I'm not going to do that right now. I probably should do like some of the ones that are under 50, but you know. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's a reason to wait on this for a bit, because that is going to be a bit. Okay. So instead, because that's going to take who knows when that's going to happen, because we do have to do a fate for this. We will go ahead and start the alliance raid stuff, and then once we've gotten the story taken care of for it, we'll queue for it, and then we'll wait for the raid for the fate, because I don't know when how often the fate happens, but yeah. Rambros! Good to see ya. Why, if it isn't Zowo Kaduka herself, I was not expecting such a celebrated guest. To what do I owe this, the honor of this visit? You were directed here, you say, by a man clad in foreign garb. Well, the opportunity he spoke of surely referred to our latest anthropological endeavor. Quite. How he came to know of it is another matter. All knowledge of this project was supposed to be restricted to my organization. But that is something for me to ponder in private. You are here now, and your services will, I am certain, prove invaluable. I must warn you, however, that the venture we have in mind is no simple excavation. An unprepared or incautious adventurer could very well find herself in an unplanned and unpleasant journey to Thal's solemn halls. Knowing this, do you still wish to lend us your cooperation? Heck yeah! I rather thought you would say that. Your courage is scarcely a secret. Now the first. Zowo, I thought it was you! Sid! What brings you to St. Koenig's? Don't tell me. The Alliance has sent you on another realm-shaking, history-making mission to lay low an apparently inseparable foe. Yes? No? Ah, I see you two are already acquainted. That is well. Master Garland, our intrepid hero here, caught wind of the forthcoming expedition and has kindly pledged to assist us. She has she? Glad to have you aboard, Zowo. You don't have the faintest idea what you've gotten for, what you volunteered for, do you? Very well, let us begin at the beginning. The Sons of St. Koenig are tasked with unearthing the secrets of the long-fallen Allegan Empire, and this present endeavor aims to delve more deeply into the civilization's mysteries than ever before. But I know that look. In the event that you feel equipped to contribute much on the subject of Allegan archaeology, I invite you to recall your encounter with the Ultima weapon. That mechanical monstrosity represented a feat of engineering far beyond aught Garlands can presently achieve. Nearotol simply awoke it. I mention this by way of a reminder that you had what one might term extensive first-hand experience with notable Allegan relic, in short. You're practically an archaeologist. Now to the core of the matter. Here in Mordona, there stands an entire Allegan structure, which we have yet to investigate. I speak, of course, of the Crystal Tower. After witnessing the destructive capabilities of the Ultima Weapon and the Lesser Moon, Dalamud before it, it seems wise to treat any remnant from the era with utmost caution. They must be analyzed, monitored, and above all, kept from falling into the wrong hands. To put it plain, I have no wish to see another megalomaniacal legatus wield one of those weapons. It was this thought which first moved me to contact the Sons and purpose that tower to be explored. For several millennia, the Crystal Tower remained hidden, buried deep underground, but like so many other things that were better left undisturbed, the structure was freed from its stony prison by the great upheaval which accompanied the coming of the Seventh Umbral Era. It now stands revealed in all its splendor, gleaming spear of crystal, pointed at the bosom of the heavens. We believe the tower to be a repository of much of the ancient wisdom. Unfortunately, its entrance is guarded by formidable defenses, and we cannot so much as peep through the keyhole, much less set foot inside. These defenses take the form of statues covered in the likeness of giant swordsmen, the Eight Sentinels, as the Sons are wont to call them, is the first barrier we must overcome. Why not simply fly over them in an airship, you ask? It's been tried before. Any vessel that ventures too close to the tower is blasted out of the air. We either destroy those statues, or the front door is forever beyond our reach. My colleagues and I are ill-suited to negotiating such deadly hazards. Thus, if we are to gain access to the tower's secrets, we must needs employ the services of an experienced adventurer. It'll be difficult and dangerous, Zowo, but I think I can think of no finer woman for the task. You got it. If I didn't know better, I'd say you had the taste for the deadly escapades. I look forward to working with you again. There is much more to be done before we can begin the expedition proper. Take some time to prepare yourself, and I shall explain the challenges that lie ahead. Okay. Next. Our first objective is to reach the entrance to the Crystal Tower, as I previously mentioned. However, that will no easy task. The entrance is guarded by powerful defense mechanisms, each utilizing one of the four elements: fire, water, wind, or earth. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration. Based on Master Garland's analysis, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected by using crystal of the corresponding element. Naturally, these crystals must be surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurities, much to the flawless specimens used by the beastmen in their primal summoning rituals. Mayhap I should have said exactly like the specimens they use. Were there any other way, we would not ask this of you, but we need someone to enter the beast tribe's strongholds and liberate their perfect crystals. For the moment, I would have you focus on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we require. Pray make for Lenosha, where both Sapsa's spawning grounds and... yeah, cool. You may be certain that the materials used by the beastmen's sacred rituals will be well defended. Whether you choose to venture there alone or with companions, I shall leave to your discretion. But whatever you do, please be careful. Yep. Okay. Okay. To Lenosha! Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. So yeah, we need to get those crystals. Well, wait, which one is that? That's a 47. So, wait a minute, one sec. Let me... This is it. This is what I want to see. Bahamut. Let's just search first coil, because I think I'm trying to remember what the what is the freaking one of my coils of Bahamut? That's what I wanted to see. Okay. Okay. Where binding coil of Bahamut? Primal Awakening, that's what I want to see. Okay. In Titan spot. Oh. Right. I have to do the, in order to do Bahamut stuff, I have to do the hard ones. How did I not realize that? Did they put... No, they did not put trials. Okay. So I think some things that we might do is we might do high-level dungeons at some point. Probably soonish. In fact, no. Here, let's clear that. Let's go ahead and start this, because this is an important process to get this done. Because I would like to do the Bahamut stuff at some point, even if it does take a while. And I think it's required for other things as well, so it's not like it's... Yeah. Okay, that gets that crystal. And then we need to go to Aleport to do that. Okay. What is that one? That is a 48. Yeah, I think it's a reasonable assumption to make that if I only play as Black Mage, I will probably be 60 before I finish the main story quest. or before I even get to the level 50 stuff. Yeah. Or, yeah. Before I even get to Heaven's Ward. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think that's the case. Alright. Okay. Back to here. I'd like to see what exactly happens if I get everybody up to... If I just focus on Black Mage for all of the extra content that's over 50. But... Or that is 50, I should say. Because, yeah, they don't give that much experience, but the Alliance raids do. So, I don't know. Hello, Rambros. How progresses your efforts infiltrating the Beastman strongholds? I have Earth Crystal and I have Water Crystal. Here you go. So these are the famed, flawless crystals of the Beast Tribes. I have seen countless specimens from I know not how many excavations, but nothing to compare with these. Their purity is astounding. You have done well, Zowo. With these in our possession, we lack only the crystals of fire and wind. The former lies in Zarak. Okay. You can expect them to be... yeah, okay, so yeah, I do have to do them myself. Okay. We'll do this one first. And we'll also, while we're here, we'll watch for if the zombie one happens. Which it is. Shit. I am surprised, actually, that that's happening now. Oh, I forgot about this. It's insane. I can't target that. Oh, frick you. Frick you and your giant chocobo. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Wait, where is the... Oh, there's the last one. Alright. Cool. Alright. So that's going to go back to Nashu. We'll deal with that in a sec. For now, let's grab the crystal. I'm kind of glad that I came here first. I really am. So, wait a minute. Yeah, I didn't think that these gave... Yeah, these don't give experience themselves, the quests. But, for sure, the dungeons are going to give... It is so much experience. Holy crap. Like, I've done Alliance raids and just... Yeah. Hello! Sorry! Welcome! Welcome to the chaos. Alright. Corthus, we go here. But yes, welcome. We are doing... yes, hello. We are going through the Final Fantasy quests. Well, yeah, Final Fantasy 14 doing Alliance raids, Hildebrand, and main story quest for Realm Reborn. Alright. Kill the Ixal. Oh, did the camera freeze? I think, yep, the camera froze. Whoopsie. One sec. Bop, bop. That sucks. I didn't realize that it froze. Not the end of the world, but that's fine. Alright, cool. Okay. So I think we talked to Nashu first. Nashu, did you find the zombies? You did? That's wonderful. I've been busy too. The head zombie will rue the day he meets you. You'll see. So tell me, what did you learn? Curious parchment. Oh, so you were able to make new friends. That's a shame, but this parchment, this is a map of the Zagoli Desert. There's a spot marked here in the south, and look, there's something written here. A gentleman is rather than does. That sort of reminds me of, well, no matter. Let's see where this map takes us, assistant. Onward to Zagoli. Alright. Before we do that. So, we stream every weekday, on, same time every day, 8 o'clock, starting at 8 o'clock, and we go till 11:30. But we don't stream, Final Fantasy every day. It's, kind of a varied thing. So on Mondays, we stream Marvel Rivals. On Tuesdays, we do stream Final Fantasy, but it's not Zowo. It is, my main character, Holobali, and we do, reset day stuff. Wednesday is currently Pokemon. ZA, we are shiny hunting for Cobalion right now. And once we've caught Cobalion, we're going to be switching that to a Shield live stream where it's going to be a Nuzlocke. Thursday is Throwback Thursday, which we will have all sorts of random older games where we play. So, yeah. And then obviously Friday is the Zowo's Journey. Zowo, it is good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals from the Beastmen? Yes, I was. Here's this one, and here's this one. I do various different things, but yeah, this is, it's just, right now this is the main thing while we're working for other things. Alright, wonderful. With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparations. I hope you did, I did not give you the impression that we would... Oh! We're doing that first. Alright. Bowl of Embers. West Coast. Yeah, I said West Coast. And, burp. Do 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 do. Pop. Ah, frick. Why does it keep putting them on night? Oh, I'm going the wrong way, Frog! Boom, boom. Ba-ba-dum, ba-bum-bum-bum. Cool. Ifrit's down. Let's go ahead and finish up the alliance stuff. I think... Greed, and we will need that. Because I kind of would like to get the Ifrit thing. Oh my gosh. I do not need that. You can't open it while you're in here. That seems dumb. Alright. Cool. And then we also got the katana, so we will go ahead and equip that. Oh, wait. Is it not better? Where's the katana? Oh, it's weaker. Really? Why is that weaker than the standard katana? Oh, probably because this is a ultimate. Never mind. That makes sense. Okay. Alright, swap back to Black Mage. Talk to you. Hello! Zowo, it is good to see you. Tell me, yeah, here's the crystals. Forgot that we already talked about this. There we go. Wonderful. With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparations. I hope I did not give the impression that we would be embarking on this journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. Alas, there is another step which must be completed ere we come to that. With the crystals you acquired are indeed flawless, they are of little use to us in their present form. If they are to reflect the element forces of the tower's defenses, they must needs be cut and polished. In the process, which calls for a very particular set of materials, procuring them will be a challenge in itself, I fear. Needless to say, we will be required... Yep. Big surprise! If the flawless crystals you procured for us are to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process, a very special set of abrasive substances will be required. I say substances, but one might just as well call them one substance, namely aether sand, which has 4 elemental aspected varieties. Alas, aether sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it is not usual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stones it used to polish. Given the rarity of seemed the likeliest place to purchase the quantity we require. When I contacted the guildmaster, however, I was informed that there was no aether sand was currently available, though I requested that would be sent as soon as new stock came in. I have yet to receive aught but apologies. I should mention at this point that I placed the order sometime before you procured the flawless crystals. I am well aware that acquiring aether sand is no small feat, of course, and I am not an impatient man, but I fear the more we would delay our investigation, the greater the risk of the... that is why I wish to entrust you with the payment of our purchase and send you to speak directly to the guildmaster. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright. So, where's the J? That's what I want. Where is... Should be in... Where was it? Oh, no. I could have sworn that I saw it. Do I just need the... I'll kill it. Here. Vesper Bay. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Pretty sure that we have that. Oh, right. It's just, you have to do the battle and then it unlocks the next one. Okay. Oh, I'm going too far. Alright. Next, we talk to you. Oh, Papa Limo. Okay, cool. Go to the Anderson. Yes. Well, we'll deal with that in a sec. First things first, go to Kier. Talk to Nashu! Because of course. So that's 60. Are each of the... I forget if if all of the weapons are 60, or if it's like, or if it's just like one or two. Each one is a higher level. I don't think I misread the map. Maybe they're just shy? Though I say we call out to them and let them know we come in peace. And when the leader shows himself, we strike. Wild rose blooms. A gentleman is rather than does. Who summons the gentle dead men? Oh no, we're surrounded! They live! And we hung. Oh, they live. And we hunger. My brothers, lend me your ears. A gentleman does not dine upon his guests. Spare these two fair ladies your mastications. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more! Oh, I wish I was able... I wish my camera was working. Because, yes, I did just do his pose. Up in the sky, look, it's a bird! No, it's an airship! No, it's the inspector! We hear and we obey. You, it really is you. I knew nothing could kill the great Inspector Hildebrand. Oh, you are so right. Hildebrand, who is this Hildebrand of whom you speak? My name is Zombiebrand, devourer of brains, undead overlord extraordinaire. What are you saying? You're not an undead overlord. You're a gentleman inspector. Inspector, Overlord, Inspector, Overlord. Oh, Inspector, you're just confused is all. Don't worry, I'll knock some sense back into that noggin of yours. Stay your hand, milady. You know not what you do. Oh, she does. She does, though. Even if I were the esteemed gentleman you purport me to be, the concussive force of that blast is more likely to liquefy my... If crashing into the ground made you forget, then an explosion of equal force ought to make you remember. I'll save you, Inspector, or kill you trying. See? Even you acknowledge the possibility that the plan will result in my... Whee! Death. Oh, we love Hildebrand. Boop. Normally I would applaud your ingenuity, Nashu, but I would have preferred that you found a more elegant solution. Ah, he remembers me! Inspector Hildebrand remembers me! Yes, yes, I remember you, my faithful assistant. What I do not quite remember is how I came to be here. I do now, because, yay. Oh, Hildebrand, Hildebrand. Zombie. Ah, such a wonderful dream. I slew a dragon and... what is this place? And for that matter, who am I? Hello, my good men. And the zombies welcomed him. Ding! Ba ba da ba da ba 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 da ba. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry. Ooh, sorry, 1 sec. I'm getting things back. Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinary, have awoken at last. I always knew you'd come back to us. Be it Red Moon or Black Dragon, no fiend is a match for the legendary might. And who might this fine lady be? Could she perhaps be one of my many admire... Wait. Oh, but what is this faint tingling sensation in my arm? This ringing in my ears, this dizziness, could it be a case? Hildebrand! Verily, it could be naught else. Somewhere nearby, dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantities of sand, unbearable heat. Aha! The Zogoli Desert. I'd bet my life on it. Which means, Ulda is but a short trek away. Yes, that it all fits. Only that den of iniquity could so violently trigger my keen investigator's sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizens. Inspector Hildebrand shall soon deliver you from evil. And now we go back to Ulda, and we find out exactly how much shit he's getting into. Would it have been better to... It might have been better to go into the other thing, actually, now I'm thinking about it. So, wait a minute. No, the trials have... Okay, let's do this first, and then we'll deal with the, And then we'll come back here to Ul'dah to take care of all of the quests. Hello! Zowo of the Scions, we are grateful for your aid. As you will already know, the accursed Ixal have summoned Garuda once more. Since her return, she has wasted no time unleashing her fury upon the region. Extensive damage has been reported in both the Twelveswood and Korthus. She must be stopped and soon, lest more lives be lost. In the name of the Elder Seedseer, I humbly request you put an end to her reign of terror. As in the past, Garuda keeps her court within the Howling Eye, which... Yep. Okay. The Ixal have constructed an Aetheryte within Notholland, their stronghold in the central highlands of Korthus. This Aetheryte will take you to... Yeah, cool. Attune to the thing, and then we go start that. I kind of forgot that you needed to be pretty specific with this. So, yeah, we'll, if the eye level is 60, when we actually start this, or when we see the things, then we're probably not going to take them. Because, yeah, it's easier to get better things. In fact, I think it's easier to get the, tombstone ones than that. Okay. Complete. Clear. Yep. How many? Wait. Oh, I need my average item level to be 90. Which, I guess that makes some sense. What is my, this thing? That's 130 for the ironwork stuff. So we will definitely want to get more ironwork stuff. So back to Ul'dah. Talk to all these people. I think we'll start with the easy part with, for the Alliance raid. And then we'll... Ah, Mistress Kaduka, welcome, welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? You're here on behalf of the Sons of St. Konik. What a fortunate thing. I was just about to contact Mr. Rambrose with news that we finally managed to acquire a quantity of fire-aspected aether sand. I'm afraid it may be some time before we can supply the other 3 varieties, but you are welcome to settle accounts for that which we have now. Pray, speak with John... yeah. I do beg your pardon. It seems she's assisting another customer. Come on, there must be something you can do. Without the sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design. I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as I explained, the aether sand in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve your the next shipment, I would be happy to accept your funds. You've offered as partial payment. Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? I'm already stretching our research budget as it is. I suppose a man can deal with a midday meal for a year or two. Without a meal. Yeah. Zowo, it's been too long. What brings you here? Got your eye on something expensive, have you? Well, now, that is quite a money pouch. The sound of so many gil clinking together. It's strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming and yet invigorating at the same time. Oh no, you're here for blooming aether sand, aren't for the blooming aether sand, aren't you? I'm here for the Sons of Saint Koenig. Well, I can't deny the elegant civilization a subject worth researching. Chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Wedge and I have been too busy tinkering with a new airship design to think of much else, see? Well, I say tinkering, wrestling with it would be more like it. Still, after much wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth, we've managed to put together a prototype crystal-powered propulsion system. We got the idea for it when we heard how you lot had used corrupted crystal on board the Enterprise. As a matter of fact, anyway, to cut a long story short, our design calls for 4 varieties of aether sand. And that's why I can't just relinquish my claim on this batch here, even for you, lass. How are we meant to usher in a brave new age of technological innovation if not technologically invigorating, eh? Ahem. While I hesitate to interrupt such an impassioned speech, duty compels me to point out that the lady is a representative of the organization that reserved the aether sand in question, not to mention nothing of the fact that her purse is considerably larger than yours. Oh, it's like that, is it? Ugh. All right. This batch is yours. I'll let you have it. But if you're going to take my sand, it's only fair you grant me a role in this project of yours. I'll take that as a yes. It is not every day you get a chance to experiment with the wonders of the ancients. With any luck, they'll inspire me to think up another technological innovation or two. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Alright. Now then, from what you told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other 3 varieties of elemental aspected aether sand as well, right? Then rather than sitting on our rump, waiting for a shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for the stuff yourself, and if just so happens that I know a good place to start. There is said to be a peddler in northern Thailand who very occasionally handles the earth-aspected variety of aether sand. Wedge is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore? The answer being just the other day. Seems he's been inspired by certain adventurers' heroics. Example. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Let's do this. Let's do the new fight. I think that this is gonna be higher level. I would assume it's higher level, by at least a little bit. Okay. We'll just stay here. Alright. Let's do this. Let's frickin' go, Garuda. I am surprised how many sprouts are here. I mean, I get it, but... Nice. Okay. Garuda is down. That's 2 hards out of 3. Alright, let's see here. What is that? That is 70. Okay, so we will need that. Pass on the Dark Knight thing because we can't use that right now. We'll give it to the healer. That's fine. I don't even know if that well, it would have to be better, I think, than whatever the Dark Knight is going to get, but because they start at 35. Only 4 though. That's annoying. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and finish up the stuff here. I think we'll start at the Adventurers Guild and make our way around. And then we'll need to go to Blue Fog. Sorry, lass, but if that information you want, you'd be served best by going to... The only rumors I've heard are those about the weapon thief. Calls himself a duelist, or so I hear. But when you don't allow the opponent to refuse, well... Bam, 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 bam. What, you're looking for a half-naked Highlander and what likes to catch criminals? I think I'd remember a thing like that. If you do manage to find this inspector friend of yours, tell him to do something about that god's damn duelist. My mate's pa, his cousin's kid's best friend lost his blade the other day. Oh yeah, it's Greg. We deal with Greg. I forgot about Greg. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've dealt with Greg. Agnes! Beg your pardon? You wish to question me as to whether about the deviant running about our town dressed in rags? Do I look like the reporter of the Mithril Eye? I do not consort with perverts. Okay. Hey, Hildebrand's alive. Say what? I take it you've dealt with that zombie problem, eh? So do tell, just why were they dressed up like dandies? Wymond! Hey, Wymond! Thal almighty, bugger me! With a bleeding spear! The den of prison, and they walked, they're walking the streets of Ul'dah! No need for melodrama, my good man. As you can see, the reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. It's true, he's not a zombie, I checked. Ah, you do seem to be hale and healthy, which begs the question, how in the seven hells did you survive that fall? Why question divine providence? What matters is that Eorzea's champion has returned, and that he, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice. Heard about that, did ya? Might be harder than you think, even if I've got no inkling of the fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable! I refuse to believe that the ever inquisitive, ever ambitious, ever reliable Wymond is without a single shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you, but there was some talk of a fair maiden, what said her most. This knave assaulted a young woman as well? The audacity! I should fly to her side at... Why if it isn't the lady from Strigoli? A serendipitous encounter indeed, unless you seek to the belligerent duelist. Capital. It will be invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fits me. Come, Nashu, we must away! Damn it, Hildy, I ain't told you the lass's name yet. Wymond, what do you have for me? Well, Zowo, you might as well go after him. He'll be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellow Moon. She's a woman with taste for finer things in life. Safe to say you'll find her getting fitted for something in the Weaver's Guild most every day. Good luck with the inspected inspector. Yep, cool. Okay. What is that? Oh, that's the 38 thing. Okay. Okay. Weaver's Guild, but we'll go here first. So yeah, I think once we have the inspector's outfit, we'll probably swap this out, as well as probably the other, everything, but I think I want to say the legs. I don't think I want to do the legs for, or the skirt for Zowo. I don't think it's going to work as well for her. But I do need to get the Noir set for Holobali. It just takes so much time. My beloved pure heart was unlike any wand you've ever seen. Elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You will bring it back to me, won't you? A priceless possession, callously ripped away from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps, and the wind bears her sorrows to his ears. What gentleman could hear this carrion call and not beg the honor of championing her cause? What in the world? I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall scour all creation from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens for your pure heart. What he said. And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us about the thief? Theft, sir, to be precise. My pure heart was only the most recent item to be taken from me. I I am certain I had it when I left home the other day, after I browsed the latest fashions at the Sunsilk and took in a match at the Coliseum. I realized it was gone. So the time and location of the theft are unknown, essential details, without which we cannot solve the case. There is but one logical course of action, Miss Moon, to coax the hidden clues from your memories. We must reenact that fateful day's excursions to the Sunsilk tapestries. Aren't we here? Wait, isn't... am I dumb or... Oh. Oh, it's that one. That's right. Okay. Okay. Well, we go here. Do. I think this is probably one of the quietest Fridays we've had. Well, he is taking it. Well, I guess, yeah, that's whatever. Hello! Time to meet Greg, I think. Right? Isn't Greg here? Or he's soon. I don't remember where he is. Miss Moon, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist, I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as the most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let us next proceed to the Coliseum and see what you remember. So wait, who's at 6? So is it Dancer and Gunbreaker that are at 60? Is that what I'm remembering? Because Sage and Reaper would be so yeah. Okay, I think that's right. All right. Once again, Miss Moon, if you would be so kind to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt like gambling that day and was debating which match to observe when a gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback. I whirled about and struck the man in the face with my purse in shock. Not intentionally, unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money. My purse weighed about 60 pounds, and the blow was enough to render him unconscious. 120 pawns? Miss Moon, you are a remarkably strong woman. Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it's so obvious in hindsight. The thief bore you a grudge. No, it is more than that. He hated you with a passion. There's such a lot of giant crates in Ul'dah, at the Weavers Guild, at Sunsilk Tapestries, and here too. These crates are everywhere, Zowo. I wonder what's inside, but I don't see how we can open. Ah, of course, I still have plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try? It'll be fun. It'll be fun, she says. Have some Nashu's delights. At the very heart of every crime rests a single, unassailable truth, reaching only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now, for as a shepherd leads his flock, I shall flock. I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. A gladiator professes his feelings, only to be rejected and physically assaulted. In response, wounding his pride as a warrior and a man, resenting her prowess. Whilst recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Yellow Moon of her weapon, the Pure Heart. Inspector, we found the Pure Heart. These strange men sneaking around town in wooden crates had it. It is not what you think. We're not thieves. We're devotees. Yellow Moon is our sun and our stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm, and should she misplace an item from time to time, we'd collect it for safekeeping. Nothing untoward. You deviants were behind the theft, all the thefts. All this time you've been stalking me. What nerve? Such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept the goddess's punishment. Goddess? Devotees? But of course. that I had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed. As I was elucidating but a moment ago, those fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent rash of weapon thefts. Those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Oh, sorry. I did the wrong voice. Lest you have forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims the victim's weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your power of observation are as great as you claim, you should have deduced that those buffoons in boxes were incapable of such... I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie, and I've been investigating those incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildebrand, gentleman investigator and agency of inquiry, I presume. You're looking for for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist victims? I'll introduce you with pleasure. You'd be willing to share such precious information with me? Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, very good. The name of the man is... Huh? Where in the bloody house do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet. He rushes off. Unfortunately. Hello! Oh, I forgot to start the thing again. Whoops. Having no other recourse, Ellie will... okay. I suppose you're the imbecile's friend. You intend to help him? The man you want to find is an adventurer by the name of Humphrey. At present, he can be found in the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. I forgot to take care of this. Cool. I forgot to take care of this. Alright, let's just set that for that. Alright. Cool. So that should start directing people from the blue sky. So good. Alright. Wait, is this the... That's it. Yes. Okay. Before we do that, then... we will go back to Vesper Bay. Then we'll take care of the blue fog stuff. And then we'll deal with Hildebrand. Alright. Me. Alright, so what do we need to do? We need Titan. That's the one that's about to happen. Yestola! Hello. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, yeah, definitely making sure that I post on Blue Sky is probably going to be the best option for all. Set myself as. Okay. Well, what am I doing? I need to go to the Ash Castle. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum, ba-da-bum. Ethernet. Boom, 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 boom. Wait, what? Oh, that's the tough stuff. Okay. Alright, cool. In we go. So, wait, did I already close that? Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. So what we'll so we can't unfortunately we don't have the best gear yet. So we can't do the trial. We can't do random trials yet. Oh, whoops. Oh, why must the mines be so frickin' confusing? Wrong way. East way. Ah! Mines. Please stop. Please stop. Frick. Fine. You die then. I think, is my Chocobo max level technically? I think he is. Yeah, he's rank 10, so we can't level him up anymore. Which is whatever. Fine. Alright, naval. Alright, then we go to Camp Blue Fog, and then we'll take care of the Golden Bazaar. We're running all over the place today. It's kind of insane. Oh, wow. That was fast. Wait, what level is that? That's 40. Okay, so we'll wait on that then. So that's 90. That's 90. Wait. Oh, it's my... I need to upgrade these. Okay. So we should I think the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to get the level 50 jewelry. We should take care of that as soon as possible. Ah, fuck. Thank you. Sorry. Really? Where I was thinking. Frick. Okay. Nice. Nice and simple. Well, might as well take it. All right. So we will I'll worry about actually talking to Urion J in a bit. But yeah. All right. Hello. Save your greetings. If you are looking for a hired blade, then you'll have to look elsewhere. After the day I've had, the only company I crave is the squat silent type. The type that has a handle and holds no less. Okay. You wish to hear my tale? I warn you, 'tis no stirring epic. But as you asked, my employer, a Lalafellan lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. I forget what it was called, but 'tis apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandits' stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms were raised, rogues were awoken, and we fled in a blind panic. I was separated from my employer in the confusion, and I have not seen him since. Oh, a friend of yours, is he? Then you'd best be prepared for the worst. 'Tis just possible the poor sod may yet be lost in the old Amajan mithril mine. But I fear the bandits will have caught up with him by now. Joy! Good thing that Wedge is, like, able to wedge himself into all sorts of things. Wait, is that weird? That's an odd spot. It looks like it could be water. Oh my gosh. That is a lot of lunatics. Holy crap. Let me see here. I do not see a Wedge. Maybe he's inside? Yep, there he is. Hi, Wedge. You okay? You scared? That's fair. How could I be so stupid? Sneaking into a bandit's lair, it's just not sort of thing I do, and now I'm going to die for it. No, I just need to stay calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to walk out of here. Here we go. Hi, Wedge. Yeah! I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll not leave and never come back. Hey, Wedge. Zowo? Is it really you? But how did you find me? Can you smell fear? Yes. Actually, ignore that smell. I expect you're wondering why I'm here. Well, I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen aether sand, which Biggs and I need for our research. As it happens, it was, I concede, perhaps a touch foolish, and very nearly fatal. But I did succeed in snatching the stuff. Before my bodyguard ran away, and several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes, I looked very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, the important thing is that the stolen aether sand is right here in my Oh dear, it must have fallen out when I was running, taking evasive maneuvers. It seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. Want me to help you? You'll find the aether sand in my set? Yep. Oh, thank the gods. You're a true friend, Zowo. I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for my for visitors. It'll be fine. Watch it be right here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's going to be on the other side. Whee! Oh, perfect. Find Earth Cradled Aether Sand. Talk to Wedge again. Ah! Fuck you. Face my fire. Boom. So, have you had any luck locating the aether sand? Here you go. Yes, that's it. I must return to the workshop at once and tell Biggs the wonderful news. What's that? You're also on a mission to collect aether sand, and you're working for the chief? A treasure trove of elegant knowledge, you say? I see. Then you should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible avenues of airship innovation, but it sounds as if your problems can't be solved without by any other means. This expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting, I must say. I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any venture worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Right. I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind, and you should return to Mordona. With that aether sand before there are any more little mishaps. Be sure to keep an eye a close eye on your pockets, Zowo. Yep, I will. How dare! Bad grenade. Die. Teleport, teleport, teleport. Alright. Humphrey. Okay. I am Humphrey, and you are? Alas, I've caught up with you. You there, young sir. I'm told you are a victim of a marauding duelist. Me, a victim? How amusing, you amuse me. True, I was challenged by the duelist not long ago, but where he thought to find a whelp, he found a warrior of light instead. I defended my honor and my blade, for you see for myself. Isn't that Hildebrand's? You mean you won? That's amazing. Well, it was nothing compared to what I faced at Cartano. Magitech to the right of us, Magitech to the left of us, stuck in the middle with Master Lu. We were. Core, he was a dab hand with the old magic. He was. I tried to save him, of course, but there's no limit to how many giant beasties a man can... That man is no warrior of light. Tell him, Eleazar. Tell them how he lost and surrendered a sword that was not his own. Liar, scoundrel! I trusted that bastard with my father's blade. Bid him take it to the smithy for restoration. Even gave him gil to pay for it. Then he comes crawling back, sniveling and begging forgiveness for losing it in a duel, as if that's enough to set things right. Look at me, you bleeding whore, son. Look at me. Me flowing gold locks are no more. I've gone bald from the stress and heartache. I swear to everything holy that you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring her back to me. All right. He beat me the shite out of me and took the old man's sword. I used the gil to pay for a curagen. I have no idea where he is or the sword is. What am I supposed to do, huh? I can't give him what I don't have, unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people? Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own, then you beg others to help you with problems of your own making? You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector? And what of Eleazar's flowing golden locks? How will forsaking young Humphrey help the man that he is wronged? We shall begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. All right. Beep. Okay then. Eleazar's sword wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics. That boy should be ashamed of himself, robbing poor Eleazar of a priceless family heirloom. Just goes to show you should never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. Thieves and tricksters, a lot of them. Hey, I'm an actual warrior of light, so don't... I'm the actual warrior of light, I should say. Okay. It may not be the most honorable solution, but mayhap you should consider giving Eleazar a counterfeit blade. If the deception brings him peace in his final days, what would it be so wrong? What drives this man to always claim his opponent's weapon? Pride? No, it must be deeper than that. Can we talk to Nashu? Or is she just asleep? She's just asleep. Okay. Antique swords? Oh, I haven't the foggiest about that. That traveling merchant, Jujunpa, is the one you ought to speak with, assuming he hasn't left. Hello, Jujunpa. All right. Oof. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword, at least not of one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, any wares I determine to be of dubious origins, I immediately discard in the spring east of Camp Drybone. Although I have no swords for sale at present, I may have disposed of some of a facsimile similar to in the design to the one you describe. This presents a quandary. Though I'm loath to deceive an honorable man like Eleazar, a well-intentioned ruse may put his heart at ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue to search for the genuine article. Well, if there is a sword in the spring, it won't remain there for long. If one of the more convenient sources of fresh water is for the common folk in Drybone. Kiss. You should endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie. Like me, I say we search the spring first, before declaring it all to be lost. Okay. But, yeah. Do I have the monocle yet? I do. Let's go with gold one, I think. Yeah, that'll work. Hildebrand! Hello! It occurs to me that I am not yet fully recovered from my accumulated injuries. It would not be prudent to immerse my body in the water. Not without first coating it with a liberal application of salamander oil, that is. Indeed, on many an occasion, my dearest mother tended my childhood scrapes just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? Then you can assist me by pouring the oil all over my body. Okay. Here you go. Ah, this comforting scent is... Though I am a child in her arms, quickly now, before it dries, knead the oil into my aching flesh. Oh my gosh. Hildebrand. Ah, my pain multiplies manifold. Gently now, gently. Oh gods, oh gods, oh gods. Yes, at last, my muscles slacken and soften, the warmth spreads, and the pain becomes pleasure. Can we get his parents to take care of them? Right there, yes, get doing it. Oh my gosh. Freaking Hildebrand. Never before have I received such splendid visitations. Now then, into the spring, as you as well, my good woman. Okay. Muddy pebble. There we go. We should talk to Hildebrand before we open the last one. Hildebrand, I spy with my inspector's eye. Muddy bottle. Did. Is that something? No. Yeah. Okay. Certain areas are able to be found with, are able to be entered only by Lalafell. So I was curious if that was one of them. You've been productive. Excellent. May I see what you found? Here you go. Worthless bottle, a useless rock, and an irrelevant potsherd. No sign of the sword Junpao mentioned, I see. Ah! Now I'm all wet. What was that anyway? Did something cause you to... She has, like, the weirdest luck. Once again, my instincts have guided us to our quarry. That I had you search that section of the spring was a stroke of Inspector, it's bad for your health to conduct investigations with those clothes. I'll go to Ul'dah and fetch you some new ones. How thoughtful of you, Nashu. While you're there, perchance a few bottles of hair tonic for Eleazar as well. The newest, most potent blend you can find. You got it! Is it not wonderful, my friends? Soon all of Eleazar's woes will be no more. Uh-huh, sure. And your struggles are just beginning. Oh, yay. It's gonna be fun going through a lot of this stuff again. I really wish that they had done more. They had done a Shadowbringers Hildebrand, right? Yeah, it was Shadowbringers, right? Was it? Yeah, it was Shadowbringers Hildebrand that didn't have Hildebrand. But we did go back and find him there. It's just, yeah. Hi, Eleazar. As promised, I returned your father's ancient blade. This is not it. It is every chip and scratch just as I remember. God bless you, sir. Wait, is it really? I don't think it is. I never expected you would go to such lengths for two strangers without a thought of reward. Altruism is a rare trait these days. 'Tis common enough, if you know where to look. A gentleman recognizes the good in every soul, and understands that none deserve to be forsaken. Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ. And that is what Nashu's for. Inspector, I've brought your change of clothing. I also brought a supply of tonic from the peddler I met in Pearl Lane. Excellent work, Nashu. If you would, just bring me that case. Have some hair tonic. Inspector Hildebrand. There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer? The author neglected to pen her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Is that supposed to be flattering? No, it's supposed to be intimidating. The duelist wrote this. He's daring you to stop him. A challenge for me. Ha! At last, this curtain rises. Very well. If I'm to duel the duelist, I must dress for the occasion. Oh, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, accept your challenge. He's incredible, so bold, so majestic, just like a warrior of light. No, a gentleman of light. Ding! He's exceptionally something. are! Inspector Hildebrand, you look amazing! And he got his hair back. Hildebrand. It would be amazing if Greg showed up again in the current stuff. I would love to see it. Honestly, I would love to see like a whole bunch of the characters from this show up again. This is far from the strongest of swords. Blue, blue skies in the rolling desert. How much longer must I seek the blade of legend? A long ass time. Is that where the first credits roll? Or am I thinking wrong? Yes, it is where the first credits roll. Okay. Challenge accepted, my worthy opponent. You shall not claim the blade. With my, let us call it what it is, genius, I shall bring you to justice. Wait, you wish to duel with weapons, not wits? The bridge hardly seems appropriate for such an epic battle. Ay. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for Hildebrand. Hey, I know that spear. That's the one I found buried in the pumpkins. Pumpkins sort of remind me of... no, it's gone. Never mind. Bye! Cool. Perchance are you curious about the duelist's declared target? It so happens I have identified the weapon in question. The treaty blade is a part of an Ishgardian noble collection, or was, I should say. No, it has not yet been stolen. It has been purchased by an Oldon collector, the wife with a wealthy merchant living in Vesper Bay. Suffice it to say, I would be remiss in my duties as a reporter were I not to investigate her, and should the duelist strike again, I am present. Well, I hope I needn't explain what a golden opportunity that would be. Ingratiating myself to her may prove to be the greatest challenge, though. I'm told she is a difficult woman to please. Fortunately, I am also told that she has a fondness for rare flowers, the sort Tootsie of in Camp Drybone sells. You can come along if you like. Okay. Tootsie. So wait, are any of these... no. Mostly 35s. Okay. And these are mostly around 24. That's a 41. Okay. Hello. Let's see. Here you are, miss. Thank you for your patronage. Wait, is it for love or money that you killed him? What? It was you! Have you gone mad? That was an Amalja's arrow in his back. I don't even know how to shoot a bow. Amalja don't shoot fleeing unarmed merchants. They capture and temper them. Not that you or your victim make for convincing merchants. If you're going to misrepresent yourself, put some effort into it. Wear gloves, for God's sake. Or at least don't wave your hands in front of my face. The calluses of your fingers betray your veteran archer. Doubtless you used your skill to great effect 5 years ago, as did your partner. So again, I ask, was it because he took from you your share, or your sister? You don't you don't touch a man's kin. He knew that, and yet he. Damn, I thought you did it for money. You too. He's all yours. Yes, of course. Thank you for your help, Inspector. At least he's competent. But when did investigating crimes become such a popular profession? It's not his job, you know. He just likes doing it. He belongs to one of Ishgard's high houses. Some say he's a baron. Not at all like that buffoon Hildebrand, don't you think? I try not to think about Hildebrand. We should get going. Lady Durd... yeah. Yeah. So that is in Vesper Bay, so we will deal with that later. First, we go back to Mordona. We turn in this quest. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, wait. Actually, before we do that, let's go up here. Let's get some accessories, I think. We'll start off with the neck, I think, because that's the weakest one, right? Yeah. Do you? Are you the one? Yes. Okay. Magic, accessories. Okay, so we need a neck of casting first. Okay, cool. So that is now, I'm officially at 90, so that's good. So I can actually do the trials later if I ever want to. Yeah, we'll go for these things later. Rambros! Ah, Zowo, you have returned. I take it from your presence that you were successful in procuring some aether sand. Tell me which varieties did you find? Fire-kissed and earth-cradled. Perfect, the first two we need. I see, 2 varieties. Well, that is 2 more than could reasonably be expected, and 2 less than I had hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy. You have done well. Truly, if all goes to plan, we need no longer fear death by fire or earth. Master Garland, if you'd be so kind as to prepare the relevant crystals. I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like this every day. Speaking of which, how in the 7 hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are, but aether sand isn't something you simply find gathering dust at the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet. Biggs and Wedge were actually looking for him. You would help from Biggs and Wedge? Trust them to design revolutionary new engine the moment I turn my back? How is a genius meant to rest on his laurels when his employees are so damnable in initiative? Eh? And now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It will be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, yeah, I couldn't speak fast enough before I clicked accidentally. Not of yet, but I have made certain arrangements. We shall soon see if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less than enthusiastic about that prospect. Is there complication? I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Mayhap an explanation is in order, but first let us savor the preliminary victory that Zowo has won for our cause. It is only for a moment. Alright. Let's go... You know what? No, we're just going to go for the gold for now. I'm not going to worry about materia because you get so much of it from doing all these things. So I don't think I need to worry about it. Alright. And I think I'll also do that for the potions as well because it's not, you know. Hello! Yes, I must speak to the arrangements I made to acquire the 2 remaining varieties of aether sand. Some days ago, I asked a Starlian acquaintance of mine to travel to Gridania and gather the necessary materials. Since that time, however, I have heard nary a whisper from him. To be frank, this lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic, but I cannot discount the possibility that something ill has befallen the man. Alas, we do not have time to investigate his fate. As I have mentioned before, the more we delay our expedition, the more likely it is that the Crystal Tower secrets will fall into the wrong hands. Therefore, I would entrust you with the same mission I assigned to my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud and seek our... yeah. Okay, cool. Before we do that, we're going to go to Vesper Bay. Because why not? Take care of the quests over there. And then we'll go to Gridania. I think that's what... is that what he said? Yeah, Gridania. Alright, first things first. We talk to you so that we can start the thing. Because these guys would be really freaking helpful. It's insane to me because technically this is story important, but because of the way that it handles Primal Awakening, beginning to doth quicken, and in time it shall become a scourge upon the land. Yet even as we ponder the course of action, a benevolent soul did arise, one who would forestall this threat. Though she be tender in years, she is true of heart and steadfast in resolve. She would solicit thine aid if thou art willing to proffer it. Lest thou wonder, this maiden is of our order. Thus did the ascendant straightway consent that thou shouldst assist her, howsoever thou mayest. As soon as thou art able, hie thee to Wenport, where thy... I cannot wait for Urianger to be voiced in almost every cutscene he's in. Holy shit. Why is he so challenging to read? Okay. Of all my tasks, the one by which I am most keenly vexed is the never-ending journey into the heart of the primal's true nature. Each dour I fling wide leadeth me with inevitable anguish to another such confounding portal. It is in these lands that the keys to the knowledge I seek are found. Many seasons did I toil to fashion a net across the vast realm, a net that catcheth not fish, but nuggets of wisdom more valuable than gold. Much have I learned, but the essence of the primals is ever shifting. No dusty tome doth capture in ink what these terrible beings are now become. Thus must I presume to unsheath the blade born of light. Frick you! You are annoying. Thine is the strength that shattereth the shouts barriers, and doth pierce that which fuck. Oh, you are mean to all, to every single dyslexic person. Holy shit. For the adder's nest is a stir hissing at the news of Gridania's return. Her winds have grown ever more violent, even ever more destructive. What lies behind this sudden waxing power? The answer may well prove a vital piece of the puzzle of the primal's existence. Mine eyes perceive a looming wall of strife, poised to crash down upon our cities with unrestrained fury. For the nonce, you must pacify the Lady of the Vortex. Swiftly now to the adder's nest, high serpent. This unlocks extremes, right? I think this unlocks extremes. I'm not dealing with this right now. Huh. Ugh. Fuck you, Oriange. What is this? Oh, right, I have to complete Ormvale first. Okay. Bang. Hello. Again, as I told the last 20 who came before, if you have come looking for work, you are too late. And even if I were in need of additional security, I would not deign to hire a common adventurer. Now remove yourself from my sight before I have you removed. Did you really think I could be so easily manipulated? Present the right gift, speak the magic words, and you would earn my respect? What is more, a flower's beauty is fleeting. I value beauty which transcends the boundaries of time, everlasting, enduring, unchanging, like mine. Now get out. Forgive us, Lady Dorilda. We meant no disrespect. We were afraid that you would not heed our warnings otherwise. A notorious violent thief is plotting to steal the treaty blade. You fools! I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Yes, I read the mithril eye. I know full well of whom you speak, and it is none of your concern. I have a legion of guards at my disposal. Should he try, I will have him seized or worse. And even if by some miracle he should succeed, he will not escape my wrath, for I have retained the services of a certain gentleman. Ah, but you may see for yourself. Like every piece in my collection, he has been chosen with the utmost care. Now look upon my peerless inspector, interlopers in despair. Hildebrand, right? Ships that pass in the night, a signal shown in the darkness. The lady cries out for a guardian, and a gentleman must needs oblige. I swear to you here and now, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall neither slumber nor sleep until the fiend who covets the treaty blade is brought to justice. Ding! My lady, what brings you here? Are you come in pursuit of the duelist as well, or perchance in pursuit of me? As if I would spend a single gil on an insufferable incompetent. To be fair, you are not spending a single gil on me. It is a chance to investigate such an intriguing case. Is payment enough? Preemptive declarations of criminal intent are hardly in vogue. Sorry I'm late. Busy solving a murder. Biradin, a consulting inspector, at your service, my lady. A conniving inspector. Consulting inspector. Rotten flesh and saltpeter. Hildebrand Manderville and Nashu, I presume. Yeah, I can't speak, so yeah. Two ranked amateurs playing at a profession of which they know not. Call me when you're finished with these wastrels. You see, I do not want nor need your help. Bryden is more capable of overseeing the transfer. Now get out, all of you. Where have you been, Maria? And where is my vase? There was this strange flying thing, and the vase, I dropped it in the water. How so? The vase belonged to the royal house of Thorn. Do you have any idea how much it was worth? You will go back outside right now and search for my vase, and you are not to return until you find it. Do I make myself clear? Karen. My lady, pray allow me to go in the girl's stead. It is not safe for her. For she herself spoke of a ferocious wild beast. With my unmatched investigative skills, I shall swiftly locate and recover the missing vase, thereby earning your respect, at which point you will gladly grant me the permission to investigate the thieving duelist. Verily, it is a plan fiendishly clever in its intricacies. Not one spoken aloud. Miss Maria, would you be so kind as to tell me where exactly what... Would you be so kind as to tell me exactly what happened? They have so much fun animating him. Holy shit. I picked up the vase in Ulda, like Mother said, and I was on my way home. I was crossing the bridge, and then the flying thing came and I got scared, so I ran. When I stopped, it was gone. But so was the vase. I think I dropped it in Nofika's wells. I want to go back, go and look, but there were scary looking things down there. I'm scared to go alone. We will find it. Do not worry. You are no longer alone, Miss Maria. We shall go together and look for for the vase. All 5 of us. Yep. All 4 of you. I'm going to, after the Inspector Bryden. If the duelist strikes, I mean to be there. But Miss Ellie, how can you ignore the plight of a young girl for the sake of a story? Because that's my job, you imbecile. Well, we shall not be derelict to your duty in our duty of justice. Nashu, we must away. Don't even know where the bloody vase looks like. Maria, dear, listen, if it gets dangerous, or if you feel afraid, you run to this adventurer for help, understand? Alright. Okay, so that's at Wineport. That is in the Adder's Nest. Why is this blocked? That girl, what a by earlier. I've seen her. Had something in her hands, but dropped it while crossing the bridge. Didn't get a good look, but I reckon it don't matter any road. Whatever it was, it's long gone by now. A vase? Well, anything that falls in the water is like to be swept downstream fairly quickly. Does this have anything to do with that queer winged beast I saw earlier? No? Never mind then. It does have to do with that. And it's actually way more involved with the frickin' weapon than they think. Greg! A pox upon that thieving demon bird. He shall rue the day he crossed paths with me. Huh? A vase? I know not of what you curse that infernal refuse underfoot. Every point is a dagger. There's something in the water at its feet. I do spy the treasured vase of Lady Dulda over here. Oh dear. Does this belong to you, child? Forgive me, I was so engrossed with my search that I didn't notice. Your search for what, pray tell? The demon bird that absconded with my weapon. I set it down for but a moment, only to see it next in the talons of that accursed creature. I gave chase, following it into these waters, but in my haste I must have stepped upon your vase. Don't fret, Maria. I know it looks bad, but I'm sure the Inspector Hildebrand will think of something. Oh, but I already have my faithful assistant. Hearken to me now, for as the rising sun doth dispel the dark, so shall my solution resolve our dilemma. But first, we must gather the many fragments of the vase we can find. How could I have been so careless? I want to talk to Hildebrand. Why does this feel so familiar? Keep the potsherds, keep the potsherds. Do 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 do. Okay. Oh, sweet. Didn't realize I had that. Hildebrand. Come to your to present your findings, have you? Splendid. Let's have a look. Here you go. Well done, my friend. This should be more than sufficient for our needs. He has performed miracles with far less, after all. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to see your dad. The Manderville dance! Yay! The most important dance of the game. Alright. There's but one person in all of Eorzea capable of reconstructing this vase. A man whose skill with the hammer has brought rival goldsmiths low. So breathtaking are his works, so fearsome his competitive spirit. This man is no mere goldsmith. You speak of him as one would great warrior. Once a notorious gang of thieves was perpetrated a series of robberies in Ul'dah, targeting establishment which sold luxury goods. One such shop was owned by the humble lapidary of whom I speak. His was the last shop the thieves struck, for the following morning they were found beaten, bound, and gagged in the gold court. The brass blades never learned who was responsible. The only information they had was the testimony of a thief who kept muttering the words, The hammer! The hammer! He sounds dangerous. Yeah, a bit. Ah, that he does. and I do so enjoy the company of of dangerous men. But where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Gilgamesh, and that is my companion, Enkidu. Well, well, not really. It has been many moons since last I saw her, so to ease the burden of loneliness, I tamed a rooster and painted it green. In any case, you mean to search for this goldsmith, yes? If so, it would be my pleasure to help. The pleasure is all mine, Gilligan. I forgot that it gave him, like, so many names beforehand. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, bid you welcome. If it is hard for you to remember, I give you leave to call me Gil. Excellent suggestion, Greg. Playful monikers are an effective means of building camaraderie. Call me Hildy. Now then, from what I know of the goldsmith's opportunity to procure his materials himself, I have deduced that he is most likely to be found in the vicinity of Blue Fog, northern Thanalan. It is there we shall begin our search. Time to find the Saint of Nimia. What? I don't know what you're talking about. So we need to go to Gooshmish. Okay. We need to go to Gridania for multiple things. So let's do that before we go to Northern Thanalan. Alright. So, what is this quest? Oh, that's the 60 thing for Gunbreaker. Okay. Zowo of the Scions. Might I deduce from your stern expression that you have heard the disturbing news? Garuda. Yep. I will take the gold. Alright. So this unlocks. Oh, right. Okay. So we'll need to reattune to that. That's fine. But this time, wait. Do you have to complete it at the extreme? I think you might. Okay. I didn't think that you would have to complete the extremes for the quests. I mean, it's not hard to do those later on. I mean, they're some of the easiest extremes to do. The hardest thing is getting into them, so... Yes, I'm sorry. Did you say you wish to purchase Aether Sand? Forgive me, madam, but have you the faintest idea of the rarity of the material you seek? Why have I not seen so much as a grain of Aether Sand in these markets for many a long year? I could tell you where one might mine the ore from, which the water aspected variety of the abrasive is derived, but only a desperate fool would be willing to set foot in a place. You seem undeterred. Very well. Earth's Gift. That is where the ore is to be found, in an area inhabited by a particularly pernicious hog. Should you encounter the Bitusk Nightmare, you will know that you are in the right place, albeit at the wrong time. Farewell. Okay. Okay, so that's Monk's territory. Let's go here. Okay. Wait, what the fridge? Oh, that's 20. Let's actually grab that really quick then. We'll do it as, let's say Archer. Let's do Archer. Pop. Okay, cool. Let's do this really quick, and then we will take it. Initiate. Yes. Oh, you're not summoned. Why are you not summoned? Probably because I've been out for a bit. Heal stance? Frick. Dang it. I shouldn't have done that. Got him. Okay, nice. Bop. Alright. Turn this in really quick. Complete. We will take the gold for now. Yeah. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay. Search for the Hawks. Okay. Switch back to Black Mage for this. That's concerning, right? No, it isn't. That's freaking what's his name, right? You are too late, adventurer, and not only for the entertainment. You will find no trace of the ore which you seek, or the ore which recently lay here. Nay, not so much as a speck. Ah, no, you will never spy me from there. For the time being, at least, you will have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. As I told you, the water-blessed mineral you hope to find is gone, taken by me. Victory has made me magnanimous, however. Accordingly, I have decided to share the location of an alternative source of aether sand with you. The wind touch variety, to be specific. I trust I have your attention. Good. A band of Ixal in the North Shroud keeps a quantity of their abrasive for the purpose of removing impurities from lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. The Ixali logging grounds in the North Shroud shall be your destination, and that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this. Alright. That's in Korthus. That is there. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're actually going to be able to do the Alliance raid today. I think because there's just so many quests here. Holy cow. Okay. There it is. mistake there, but that's fine. We'll just refuel this really quick. Okay. Bravo, that was quite a show, adventurer. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of Aether Sand slipped my mind. I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations, the wind-touched abrasive is yours. And yet, having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help feeling the greater prize is mine. This inquiry must not stand. I insist that you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be waiting for you to the east, in the clearing within Proud Creek. Pray retrieve the gift ere it be crushed beneath the iron feet of Dullahans. Okay. Is this Graha? I think this is Graha. I could be wrong. I could be mistaken. Oh, shut up, Dullahan. You don't stand a chance against me. Not what you were expecting. I took the liberty of refining the ore from Earth's gift into Aether Sand to keep it safe, adventurer. Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind until I saw you in action. Such deeds must needs be rewarded. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal men. And I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Thus it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you have shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you may imagine. Nice. Joy! Ay. I think this might actually be the start of where... I think the next quest should be when we start this. I could be wrong. I need to clear my inventory. Holy shit. Bang! Rambros! Hi. Here's your things. What news have you of your mission? Are we any closer to acquiring the remaining abrasives? Yeah, here you go. I think your friend is responsible. You brought both? I shall have Master Garland begin work on the crystals immediately. Gold, please. There, that should do the trick. Excellent work. Now we possess all 4 of the fangs required to pierce the Crystal Tower's defenses. My compliments, Master Garland. Oh, it was a trifling matter, I assure you. Zowo here is the one you should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from striding up to the Allegan's front door. You can't go without us, Chief. Biggs Wedge! Come to lend a hand, have you? Well, it's not every day you get the chance to study the wonders of the Allegan Empire, is it? Their technology makes Garlemald look ancient. I appreciate your enthusiasm, lads, I really do, but we're not here to take this knowledge for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of unimaginable power has prompted men to meddle with technology they do not understand, and the realm has been dragged onto the very brink of oblivion on both occasions. We shall not be so irresponsible as to risk another. Wedge, do you recall our company's creed?
Yes, Chief. It's, freedom through technology.
Exactly. Freedom. When we forsook our homeland, we swore that we would have no truck with machines that could be used to promote tyranny. That has not changed. Should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this: the wonders of the all-knowing Allegan Empire could not save their civilization, and have damn near doomed ours twice. That is why we must explore the Crystal Tower, and if needs be, seal away its secrets. A compelling viewpoint. It is unyielding wills such as yours that have defined the course of history.
Graha!
So you return at last. What, pray tell, has kept you so wholly preoccupied that you could not spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation? Why, the task you assigned me, of course. Surely you've not forgotten about the Aether Sand. I tasked a passing adventurer with delivering it as a more capable courier than I could not imagine.
Graha! We love Graha.
Greetings, adventurer. Did I not say we would meet again? I believe an introduction is in order. I am Graha Tia, one of the students of Baldessian. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. Graha Tia has been assigned to the project as an observer. I hope you will forgive him. His eccentricities are welcome, and welcome him as one of our own. So then, our fellowship is complete, and all stand ready to step into the unknown. 3 cheers for Noah! Noah? That is the name I have chosen for our little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot well call ourselves Sons of St. Conant, can we? And we must have a memorable appellation for our venture, is to leave a mark on the annals of history. I could claim that NOAA stands for Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical, and so it does technically, but my true reason for choosing that name stems from the fact that it is shared by a vaunted Allegan Archmagus.
Archmagus? I like the sound of that.
Very well. Now that the pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it is time we set forth to brave the outer defense of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone ready to depart?
Yep.
Ready! Graha! Esteemed colleagues, the secret of ancient Beacon. Let's not keep them waiting any longer. Adventurer, you and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower main gateway, where we will endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Rambros, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Allegan history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition myself, though I admit the role does not exactly fit my status as an observer. Still, we can make use of the resources at hand. Assuming you are all are in agreement, let us proceed forthwith.
to the large, lopsided gate found to the southeast. Do-do-do-do-do. Fly! Okay. Jeez. Oh, that's probably a... yeah. Do-do. Do-do-do-do. In here we go. The crystal tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, you're the only one of our number who has ever crossed this threshold. May I ask you take the lead for the present. Bam, bam, bam. Just respond. I say, the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Lucky for us, that is. That it is. One might otherwise stroll past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental defense which prompted our lengthy preparations. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 yalms of the tower's inner reaches. No matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal fangs we took such pains to craft should spare us the inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one? Quite right. I made the damn things, so it's my job to see they work. Boom. That's one down. Success! I, for one, am convinced. Friends, ready your fangs. Let's do this! Blue. Green. Do I get to do this one? Or is it wedge? This last one is yours, old friend. It seems only right. Nice. It's too big for my hand. Boop, boop. Aha! We did it! So much for the outer defenses. Indeed, the entrance to the tower is near at hand. My blood fairly stings with anticipation. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while Zowo and a handpicked party of her adventuring companions enter the tower.
What? Without us? Though we came here for to survey the entire structure. We did, and we will. But our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. If the outside of the place is this well defended, you can imagine what awaits us on the inside. Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Zowo here fits that description better than anyone I know. And it's not as if we shall be idle in her absence. While Zowo and her companions are risking life and limb to beat us a path to the tower, we can set about analyzing this rubble for evidence of how its technology function. Your knowledge of ancient lore will be invaluable in this endeavor, historian Grahatia. Bah! Do you ever tire of being right, old man? Zowo, as it seems I won't be accompanying you, allow me at least to provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of Ancients. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the place of hostile elements. When you are reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via link shell and we shall join you post-haste, no matter what Master Garland says. Though we would prefer if any relics you encounter remained intact, you have leave to do whatever is necessary to secure ingress to the upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you, Zowo. Yeah. And also, I think this gives me like 500. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's the case. It might be less. It's probably less. But I think that it gives me like it gives a ton of tomestones. And granted, like, I should probably be doing like the random stuff anyways, sooner rather than later. But yeah, I want to do it this way. All right, clear. Actually, before I do that, okay. I didn't think that it was gonna allow me to do that until I had at least 2, and it looks like I was right. All right, so with that, we'll go to Korthus, take care of this. I want to at least unlock the extreme. I don't know when I'll actually do it. And I think off stream I'm gonna go ahead and run a lot of the level 50 dungeons, as well as I think that I'm just gonna have to do a lot of the side quests off stream as well, just due to how many there are. Because if I want to complete everything for Realm Reborn before the main story, then yeah, it's gonna take a while. I think the only thing I'm not going to worry about is going to be the weapons, but I do think I want to do at least one batch of them. Start a batch of them just so that it's ready, but yeah. Now in Aetherite. Alright, we're reattuned. It's the Asians! Oh no! Or is this the extreme? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just not remembering things properly. Yeah, the extreme unlocks. So yeah, I have to do the extreme. It kind of sucks that that's going to be the thing for that, but you know, whatever. Okay. Northern Thailand? Actually, let's do Warrenport. That way it's... And so that we can unlock it. Because I'd rather unlock Bahamut first than work on Hildebrand's stuff and then get kicked out of it. Alizé! How's my favorite girl?
It's been a while, adventurer. As I recall, my brother Alphino took the liberty of introducing us when we first met. When first and last we met. But for the sake of propriety, I'll say Leviaret. I thank you for coming. I have heard much and more of your exploits by your hand, the Black Wolf slain, and the ultimate weapon destroyed. You are poised of great strength and courage. That much is plain. I shall have need of one such as yourself if I am to see my mission through to its conclusion. As you may be aware, the violence of Dalamud's fall changed not only the face of the realm, but also the base of the realm. Specifically, it played havoc with the etheric currents, creating vast confluences of ether below the surface. Among other phenomena, this led to the faction of subterranean caverns at key points of stress. One such cavern lies beneath Castrum Occidens, and extends to only the gods know where. Despite appearances, Castrum Occidens is as much a research facility as it is a fortress. Gaius van Balsar chose this site for no other reason than to probe the caverns without interference. As you went about your vanquishing and the returned primals, I observed the repeating waves of wave patterns in the ether, corresponding exactly to the dates on which you were reported to have felled Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda. Upon closer examination, it became clear that these unique waveforms emanated from deep beneath the aforementioned stronghold. Crucially, I recorded the same pattern during the recent celebrations, and have since been given to understand that this phenomena bears a disquieting similarity to one observed shortly prior to the calamity. 5 years ago, my grandfather invoked the power of the 12 that he might contain Bahamut. Alas, his efforts failed, and he vanished together with his foe. I would know the truth of what transpired that day, of grandfather's fate, and what the metamorphosis that swept across the land. In casting light upon these mysteries, we will find a way to cure what ails this world. It is my belief that answers I seek lie hid within the depths of the cavern. I would have you accompany me on an expedition to find them, Zowo. If truth be told, I am not wont to rely upon others, and have thus far handled matters alone, yet I am not blind to my limitations. Unescorted, I cannot hope to succeed in this endeavor. I swore that I would find a way to restore peace to Eorzea. If you desire the self-same, then aid me in your as you aided my brother and the Scions. I am in your debt. You are a woman of action, and I sense that we will accomplish much together. But let us not waste any more time. As I mentioned, Castrum Occidens straddles the cavern which I wish to explore. If I am to have a hope of reaching it alive, I will need you to infiltrate the stronghold first and locate a path into the depths. Once you have done so, pray report your success to the Storm Private. Jabra, you may consider her my assistant at one point. I have every faith that you will not fail me. 12 speed your way, Zowo. Okay, so that should unlock Thanalan, or that should unlock the dungeon, or the raid. No, I'm probably not going to be able to make it to there, am I? Wait, what the frick? Oh. That's annoying. Right there. Oh. They're expecting you to fight through that. I forgot about that. So place your bets on how How many people are gonna leave this time? Jeez Louise, though. Wait, what? You can go through the entire... Why? Why did they do that? No wonder people don't want to do it. No wonder it's not included in the normal raids. Oh, that was probably the... Okay. Okay. Actually, hunt you. Alright, so that is in Western Thanalan. Footfalls. Is that... Is that in there? Is that what I'm thinking? I think that's right. Alright. Where is this Coblin? It has to be down here. There they are. Okay. Oh, that's very easy. So that takes care of that. Do you need anything from here? No. Do you? You need stuff from Shroud. Okay. You need the Yarzons, which are down there. Central. Or wait, Western. This is Western. What am I thinking? Oh, these two are in the fourth section. We're not going to worry about those right now. You got... Okay, so Arcanist. Arcanist needs to kill these guys. Okay. Okay, there's that. Do you need anything else here in Western? Doesn't look like it. Okay, good. Let's take a look at these, though. Southern, Eastern, Upper, Central, 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 Outer, East Shroud, Western Lenosha. Okay, cool. That's good. Let's get to a safe spot. So we are probably going to go a little bit over time, but that's okay. We're going to try and get... once we finish up Labyrinth of the Ancients, that's what we're going to call it. So, yeah. And like I said, I think off-stream, I'm going to go ahead and try running a few... try and get a few of these quests done, as well as getting all of my... getting as much of the hunts done as possible. Because there's just so much to do in order to complete the story. So... yeah, I want to. My main focus, I think, has to be taking care of the alliance, getting the raids done, getting the main story done, and getting the whatchamadoodle done, the Hildebrand quest line done. Because if I don't get those, because those are all really important quests, so yeah. Obviously, Hildebrand is the most important, followed by main scenario. But yeah. I will also say I will probably greed most of the gear, if not need it. Could you not point his ass right at me? Thank you. Oh. Interesting. I fully need to reset my a lot of this shit. Dang. I did not realize how much I needed to need to fix. Because yes, so the way I do this is I make it so that everyone is the class. I mean, granted, it's a lot better when it's more important for blue mage than anything, but yeah. Oops, I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have done that. There we go. Nice. I'll let other people loot. Okay. Okay, so I am in Group A. Yes, good. Okay, so greed that. Greed that. I will not be getting this stuff for a while. Holy cow. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking of only using casters. Well, maybe. I don't know. Granted, I'm thinking about like a lot of things when it comes to this, and it's, you know, character config this. Okay, that's fine. Others. This is what I want to see. Who pulled? Who frickin' pulled? Dude, stay on the platform. How do you die on this? Oh, wait. Can you kill the thing yet, please? And also, you. Just because you ended up in the wrong spot does not mean that you have to, that you don't have to be in the actual thing. Hey, Latios. Sorry, I'm got a little bit distracted. Yay. Ah, I'm part of this. I need to be part of this. Stop pulling him away from me. Jerks. Yay. So, I've done some changes to the system. Yeah. Fair. Yeah. Sometimes it's pure insanity sometimes. Alright. Didn't even lose my buff. How nice. Wait. Those are weaker? Never mind. I shouldn't even worry about this shit. 14. Oh, I mean, that's a good question. We should probably discuss that. I mean, probably the best day would be to do it on a Friday. Um, because I know that you have the day off, right? Usually. Oh. But yeah, so I've been doing some adjustments to the settings, and I think you'll find. I don't think I think you were here when I mentioned that I'm now doing I'm doing multi-stream now to both to both here on YouTube and on Twitch. So yeah, so that's the thing, and then okay, I am getting distracted. Um, but I also got some settings fixed, so people can now see the chats for both channels in the video. So, yay. But yeah, but yeah, I've got like I did a little animation for alerts, so that'll be fun. So hopefully you'll see that at some point. But yeah, I don't know. All right. Behemoth time. Your favorite. It's kind of insane doing doing this now, because like obviously people hate this, and I'm just like, oh yeah, this is fun. This is fun to redo this again, from the very beginning and not actually seeing the cutscenes for once. Wait, there are platforms up there? What? How did I never know that there were platforms up there? Are those important? Were those like an important aspect to the fight at one point? Did they already pull? Okay, good. No, they didn't. You didn't even wait for people. Oh! Uh-huh. I had a feeling that someone was gonna say no. And one more. There we go. Perfect. Danger bongos! Been a while since I've heard them danger bongos. Oh, shit. Was no one attacking? Okay, there's no chance. No chance. Sorry. Just run. Did anyone die? Nope. Okay, good. And there we go. Zowo's first time completing Labyrinth. Yay! Look at all the people happy. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, that's finally taken care of. Alright. I'll give it to the Reaper, I guess. Okay. Pass on the gear. What is the recipe for this? There are some things that might be good. But I don't... Oh, there's a chimera. Oh. I will need that. Need that. And then I'll greed that. Oh, sweet, I got that. Oh, no. Okay, I am full on space. Okay. I will definitely need to clear this, but that's fine. Alright. Search for recipes. Is this... That's a 50. Okay. So I will need to get... those... done. I will need to get my characters. I will need to get those up to... my crafters up to 50. But yeah, that's fine. I'll clear things away in a sec. But yeah, there we go. Let's see how this ends. Because I haven't seen it in a while. Oh, there's Zowo. Very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in the volumes that are sure to be penned on this heroic expedition. The scale of this structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. According to the findings of my Baldessian colleagues, the Crystal Tower was constructed to collect and store endless energies of the sun, a characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now, what are the tower's inner defenses? Judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. A giant of a man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that will have been Felicathon. Not Archeon. Felicathon. He was a hero of the Allegan Revolution. And you gleaned that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Allegan Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower is defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Allagan's extraordinary technology. Chief, you need to see this! See what? Well, well, there it is, the foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? I can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not beaten the path through the maze, I very much doubt we would be standing here now. Well, I have much to discuss and digest. Let us retire to St. Koenig's find for the present and their plan our next step. Lest there be any doubt, our expedition has some way to go yet. I can't speak, in case it's not completely obvious. Dyslexia. What fun! Do we... I think we're just gonna call it there. I will turn that in on the next Zowo stream. I think off stream, like I said, I'm going to try and get a whole bunch of these side quests done. A whole bunch of various different things. At some point, I would like to do Bahamut on stream, but we'll see. And as for like the rest of the stuff, we'll see. There's so much to do with this, but it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun as we continue on with our with the quests, and yeah. Obviously, there's a lot to get done. I think that the Zowo's journey here in for Realm Reborn is probably just. It feels like it's just beginning, which is insane to think about. But yeah, I think, like I said, off stream, I'm gonna try to get everyone up to 50, little by little. We'll see how well it goes. But yeah. Anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed today's live stream. I have been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys in the next one. But on.